Hello to everyone. Today we are going to talk about Chapter 4 of NCERT 11, Animal Kingdom. Animal Kingdom. Chapter 4 of Animal Kingdom. Exclusively NCERT we are looking. So before that, let us see something about uh, classification. You know that R.H. R.H. Whittaker R.H. Whittaker gave five kingdom classification, right? R.H. Whittaker gave five kingdom, five kingdom classification, two kingdom classification, three kingdom classification have been given, but the most and highly accepted one is five kingdom classification, which was given by R.H. Whittaker. According to R.H. Whittaker, what are the five kingdoms? One is Monera, Kingdom Protista, Kingdom Fungi, Kingdom Kingdom Plantae, Kingdom Animalia, Kingdom Animalia. So out of these five kingdoms, these four we are going to read in basics of classification, and as well as about these plantae, you have another chapter called Plant Kingdom. Plant Kingdom, where we are going to exclusively talk about plantae. And the basis of classification, the other three are going to be covered. And these four are going to be related to our botany topics. So our botany lecturer is going to discuss the above said kingdoms like Monera, Protista, fungi, plantae, and as well Animalia. Now, let us see here how this Animalia is going to be elaborated. This kingdom Animalia is divided into two divisions, right? So it has two based on presence of vertebral column or absence of it. It has been classified into two things. One group, right, Kingdom Animalia has been classified into two groups. One group is called as invertebrates. One group is considered as what? Invertebrates. The other group is called as vertebrates. Invertebrates and vertebrates. So here, vertebral column is absent. What is absent? Vertebral column. Vertebral column is absent. When vertebral column is absent, it is called as invertebrates. When vertebral column is present, when vertebral column is present, then it is called what? Vertebrates. Can you tell other name of invertebrates and vertebrates? Yes. For invertebrates, it is called non-chordates. Non-chordates. Whereas for vertebrates, it is called chordates. It is based on presence and absence of notochord. That we'll see in our next classes. Now, here in zoology, animals have been classified into phylum. There are different types of phyla are there. Phylum is singular. Phyla is plural. Clear? Phylum is singular. Phyla is singular. So now let us see different types of phyla that comes under invertebrates. Porifera, Cnidaria, Cnidaria. What is the other name of Cnidaria? Coelenterata. The other name of Cnidaria is also called as Coelenterata. Then Ctenophora, Ctenophora. Then Platyhelminthes, Platyhelminthes. Then Aschelminthes or nematodes. Aschelminthes. Then Annelida, Arthropoda, Arthropoda, Mollusca, Echinodermata, Echinodermata, and Hemichordata. Hemichordata. These all comes under invertebrates. These all come under invertebrate phyla. What are these? Invertebrate phyla or non-chordates. Non-chordates. Yes, the sequence is important, right? So these are non-chordates. When you come to chordates, here, these are chordates. We know that chordata, phylum chordata, phylum chordata. These phylum chordata has subphylum or subphyla and as well as classes. Just we'll see classes here. In when we come in deep explanation, we'll see the complete classification of chordata. In chordata, we have classes. The different types of classes are there. Yes, many students get wrong here. If I ask what is amphibia, is it a class or phylum? Many students, without taking a time, they say it as a phylum. Here, the mistake prone area. So, this is phylum, right? Phylum chordata. Under phylum chordata, subphylum is present, where they are called as Urochordata, Cephalochordata, Vertebrata. I'll write here Urochordata, Urochordata, then Cephalochordata, Cephalochordata, and Vertebrata, Vertebrata, right? So these are considered as subphyla. And next, these vertebrate has various kinds of divisions, right? These vertebrata has classes like class Pisces, Pisces, fishes. Pisces, amphibia, which includes, Pisces includes what? Fishes. Pisces includes fishes. Amphibia includes frogs and toads. Frogs and toads. Frogs and toads. Then class Reptilia. Reptilia. Class Reptilia, which includes crocodiles and snakes, or snakes and lizards. Crocodiles, snakes, turtles, etc. Snakes and lizards include under reptilia. Then aves. Aves consists of birds. Various types of birds are there. Struthio, right? Neophron, etc. Then class Mammalia. Class Mammalia, which includes cow, goat, sheep, all milk producing animals. Okay. Right. So this is a basic thing which you need to remember. So what we are discussing here, animal kingdom I was explaining about. So R.H. Whittaker, five kingdom classification. Five kingdom classification, it was given in the year of 1969. In the year of 1969, it was given, right? Besides it, there are other classifications also, like two kingdom classification, three kingdom classification, and even six kingdom classification also. But the highly accepted one is R.H. Whittaker. The five kingdoms of R.H. Whittaker are Monera, Protista, fungi, Plantae, and Animalia, right? So out of these five, Animalia is going to be discussed under the chapter name called Animal Kingdom. The rest of the kingdoms are going to be discussed in your botany classes. Now, when you see here, Kingdom Animalia has majorly two groups. One is called invertebrates, where vertebral column is absent, where vertebral column is absent. And the other group is what? Vertebrates, where vertebral column is present. And it based on the presence of and absence of notochord, it is also given other name. It is called non-chordates when notochord is when notochord is present, it is called chordates. When notochord is absent, it is non-chordates, right? Then now two major divisions, as I said, or two major groups we can say. These are the major groups under invertebrates, that is Porifera. Nidaria is the old name. The new name is Coelenterata, Ctenophora, Platyhelminthes, Aschelminthes, Annelida, Arthropoda, Mollusca, Echinodermata, Hemichordata. These are all invertebrate phyla or non-chordates. And when you come to the chordates, under chordates, three subphyla are included, namely Urochordata, Cephalochordata, Vertebrata, right? Then, which it includes five classes. These are all classes. Many students get confused here, even, right? Even after completion of Animal Kingdom, also sometimes, right? They get confused here. These are all classes. What are these? Classes. You must remember these classes, right? So Pisces, fishes, amphibians includes frogs and toads, reptilia, snakes and lizards, aves includes birds, and mammalia includes cow, goat, sheep, and milk producing organisms. Right. Now, let us talk about a few basic things which are helpful for classifying the organisms, right? Basics of classification. Basics of classification. So under these, we are going to talk about few basic characteristics or features. Based on that, we are going to classify the organism into particular group, particular phylum, or a particular class, etc. So what are that? The first one we are going to discuss here is levels of organization. Levels of organization. Levels of organization. Levels of organization and phyla that consists of. First, cells. Cellular grade of organization. Cells. Cells combine to form tissues. Tissues combine to form organs. Organs combine to form organ system. Right? First, let us talk about the cells. See here, we know organisms are classified based on cells two types. What is that? Unicellular and multicellular, right? Unicellular, unicellular and multicellular, multicellular, right? In unicellular, single cell perform all basic functions. Single cell perform all basic functions. Like what here? Digestion, respiration, etc. All basic functions. Multicellular, where group of cells, group of cells are going to perform basic functions. Basic functions. Now, when you see here in zoology, unicellular, initially unicellular animals were included under kingdom Animalia, like what, amoeba, right? Amoeba is unicellular, but it is not been included under animal kingdom. It has been given under kingdom Protista. Under kingdom Protista. So like this, Paramecium, amoeba, these are included under kingdom Protista. Unicellular. Unicellular organisms. Unicellular organisms are placed under kingdom Protista. And these are placed under protozoa, where they are considered the primitive relatives of animal kingdom. These are considered as primitive primitive relatives of animal kingdom. Okay. Right. Here onwards, we are going to see what the other porifera. Porifera comes under what? Multicellular phyla. Porifera. Pore-bearing phyla. Porifera. Which are commonly called as sponges. So now cellular grade of organization is seen where? cellular grade of organization. We can say cellular grade or cellular level of organization, right? It doesn't make any difference. So cellular grade of organization is seen in phylum Porifera. Right. Next, tissues. When you come to the tissues here, a group of cells. This is one cell. Assume here is the another cell. Like that. Group of cells going to perform a common function. And moreover, their origin is also going to be same. Same in origin, same in function, or common in origin and common in function. Such group of a group of cells are going to form a tissue. So here is the tissue. This is considered as what? Tissue. So tissues. Where do we see tissue grade of organization? Tissue grade of organization is seen in phylum Cnidaria. Cnidaria. What is the other name of Cnidaria? Coelenterata. The other name of Cnidaria is also called Coelenterata. Right? And one more phylum. Yes. Ctenophora. What is that? Ctenophora. Ctenophora. Tissue level of organization. Next, organ level of organization. Right? Group of tissues combine to form what? Organs. Right? Organ grade of organization is seen in organ grade of organ like that. For example, assume here, right? A bean-shaped structure where a renal artery enters, renal vein exit, or a four-chambered heart, right, which is present in the mediastinum, the place that is present between the lungs. Different types of tissues uh, combine to form what? Organs. Now, so organ level of organization is seen in phylum Platyhelminthes. 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 Next one. Organ system level of organization. Organ system. Organ system level of organization is seen in the phylum Aschelminthes for the first time. Aschelminthes. Aschelminthes or Nematoda or nematodes. Phylum Nematoda. So here for the first time organ system level. For example, assume this is an organism from Nematoda, right? So here it is having a well differentiated system like digestive system, right? So here I'm trying to draw an elementary canal like this. See, here is the organism where it is having completely a system where mouth is present, where you can say complete gut, but that is different. Here one system is present. What system is present here? Digestive system is present. Digestive system. Like that, different types of systems are present. So, this organ level of organization is seen for the first time in the Aschelminthes or Nematoda, and it extends up to phylum Chordata. Phylum Chordata. That's about what? Levels of organization. So as we know, first here, cells, cellular grade of organization, cellular grades of organization, or we can say cell, then the cell combine to form, cells combine to form tissues, tissues combine to form organs, organ combine to form organ system, organ system, organ system, then organs with different types of organ system form organism, organism, then population. Okay. Organism, population, population, then community, community, then landscape, landscape, then biome, biome, and biosphere, biosphere. Okay. So here, whatever we are seeing here, whatever we are seeing here, that is from this is we are discussing in the present chapter. Yes. But whereas the rest of the things are going to be discussed in the other chapter called ecology, right? In the chapter of population, that is ecology and ecosystem, we are going to talk about this. Here also, we are going to talk about atoms, molecules, atoms, molecules, cells, etc. But as of now, you remember cells, tissues, organ system, etc. The next one. So that's about level of organization. Then let us talk about type of circulation. Second one is what? Types of circulation. Types of circulation. Types of circulation. Can you tell what are the types of circulation? Majorly, here we have two types of circulation. One is called open type of circulation. Open type of circulation. The other one is called closed type of circulation. Open type of circulation. The other one is called closed type of circulation. When you see the open type of circulation, assume here this is the heart. So here is the heart. Okay. And where blood partially flows in the blood vessel. Blood partially flows in the blood vessel. Blood partially flows in the blood vessel. See, this is the flow of the blood. So blood is going to enter in an empty spaces. Blood is not always confined to the blood vessels. It is going to circulate in empty spaces called sinuses. What do we call it as? Empty spaces called sinuses. Sinuses. Next. So what we can write here in open type of circulation, blood is not always confined to blood vessels. Confined to blood vessels. Whereas here you see the diagram. Assume same diagram which gives much clarity here. These are blood vessels, larger blood vessels. Then it is further divided into artery, aorta. Then finally it is going to have capillaries. What do they have? Capillaries like this. These are capillaries. These are veins. So blood is always confined to what here? Blood vessels. Here always confined to blood vessels. And blood always flow within the blood vessels only. Right? That is called closed type of circulation. For the first time, we see the closed type of circulation in phylum Annelida. In phylum Annelida, we see the closed type of circulation. Whereas open type of circulation is seen in different groups of organisms, different phyla, arthropoda, mollusca, in mollusca, echinodermata, right? Then echinodermata, then hemichordata, hemichordata. When you come to the closed type, Annelida. What is that? Annelida. Right? In mollusca, except what? Cephalopoda. This cephalopoda class has closed type. It belongs to phylum Mollusca. Phylum Mollusca and Chordata. Clear? This is about the second one. That is levels of organization we have seen, type of circulation we have seen. In the next class, we'll see the type of symmetry.